Hello students, this is Dr. Sangeeta Joshi from Vidyalankar Institute of Technology, Mumbai. The course is Basics of VLSI Design. We already started with the module 5, Data Path Design. In the earlier session, we have seen carry look-ahead adder. Let us now learn high-speed adders. Carry skip adder. Under the high-speed adders, three types we would be learning: carry skip adder or carry bypass adder, carry select adder and carry save adder. Let us brush up the fundamentals of full adder. This is the full adder circuit. These are the three terms which we have already seen in the carry look ahead adder, that is generate, propagate and kill or delete. So G is equal to A into B, P is equal to A exclusive or B and K is A bar into B bar. If you look at this table, you will find that propagate means what? Whenever A is not equal to B in all these combinations, whatever is the C in carry, the same carry will be propagated. Here you can find 0 is propagated at 0, 1 is propagated at 1 and so forth. Whenever the A is equal to B is equal to 0, then actually carry will be deleted or killed. Meaning what? Whenever the C in is equal to 1, despite that fact, you will be getting the carry as a 0. Here it is C in is 1, here you are getting C in as a 0. So despite C in status, you will be getting the C out as a 0. So that is how it is called as the carry kill. And the last term is the generate. That means whenever A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. So that time you are generating the carry because it is an ANDing operation, A into B, and whenever both are 1, you are getting the output as a 1. So despite the fact that C in is 0 or 1, you are actually getting the output as a 1 and 1. So that is how the generate signal is. And these are the two expressions for the C out and sum, carry out and sum for the full adder. And we are writing these expressions in terms of the G and P and CI. Here also sum we are writing in terms of the P and CI. Let us look at the ripple carry adder in brief. We already seen that actually here the carry in is propagated through all these blocks 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then you will be getting the carry out as a C4. So the major significant disadvantage of the ripple carry adder is the significant propagation delay, which is actually happening because of the propagation of the carry right from the first block till the last block. Carry skip adder, which is also known as a carry bypass adder, is an adder implementation which improves on the delay of a ripple carry adder with little efforts compared to the other types of adder. And you will find this improvement significant in worst case delay, which is achieved by using several carry skip adders to form the block carry skip adders. That means this is one block we are showing. Whenever you are cascading such several blocks, so that time you will find this reduction in the delay significant. Now let us understand the working of this carry skip adder. Now you will find that for each of these full adder, P0 bit is brought out, which is a propagate signal, which is nothing but we have already seen that the A0 exclusive or B0. Now and all these propagate signals are given to the AND gate, and output of this AND gate is given as a select signal to this multiplexer. So basically carry skip adder is comprising of this AND gate and this multiplexer. Now whenever you will find that this P0 is 1, P1 is 1, P2 is 1, P3 is 1, meaning that A0 is not equal to B0, A1 is not equal to B1, A2 is not equal to B2 and A3 is not equal to B3. So that time you will be getting P0, P1, P2, P3 as 1 respectively. And whenever all the inputs to this AND gate are equal to 1, so that time you will be getting the output of the AND gate as a 1. And whenever this signal is equal to 1, then that time this carry in is to be transferred to the through multiplexer to the C out. That means this C out would be nothing but is equal to then C0. What does it mean? It means that we are actually bypassing the carry to propagate through all of these adders. because whenever all these p's are 1, it means that this carry is supposed to be propagated through all these adders, and that we are now skipping. We are directly bypassing all these adders, and carry is to be taken from C in to the directly to the C out, and that is how the significant reduction in the delay is observed. And when BP is not equal to 1, that means whenever any one of this P0, P1, P2 or P3, it becomes the 0. So any one of the inputs to the AND gate is 0, then output would be 0. In that case, the multiplexer would be selecting the other input. That means this is the C4, that is the last carry coming from this last stage adder, and that will be taken as a C out. So it means that whenever in the entire all these, if this is called as one block, all the four full adders of this one block, whenever they are having all p's as a 1, then you can very well bypass all propagation of the carry through these adders, and definitely you can take that carry immediately as a carry out. This is the more simplified block schematic of a carry skip adder. Here you can see that the C0 or the C in is one of the inputs to the multiplexer. Other input is coming from the last stage of the full adder, that is the C4 input, and select signal is the block propagate signal, which is coming from the output of the AND gate. The input is from the P0, P1, P2, P3. The more the number of bits of a adder, the more the number of inputs would be there to the AND gate, and that delay also needs to be considered, and this is the final output. And of course the delay reduction is at the expense of a mux in the carry delay path. Now whenever block propagate signal is equal to 0, that times whenever any one of the inputs to the AND gate is 0, then in that respective adder carry will be either generated or killed, and then it needs to be propagated through the subsequent stages, and then the C4 will be coming as a output, and that output will be treated as a final output. This is the example of a 16-bit adder using a carry skip circuits. You will find that these are the 4 bits. These are the 4 blocks basically, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this is a 4-bit adder, another 4-bit adder, and so forth. And this is a carry skip circuit. This C in is coming here, this is the propagate signal, and this is the C out that is coming from the first block. This is better explained using this carry skip logic. This is the generalized circuit which is shown here. Now here you will find that this AND gate is accepting input from the C in as well as the block propagate signal. It compares it with the C in and accordingly produces the output. Basically if it is 1, then whatever is the C in, that will be produced here. If it is 1, here 1 will be produced. If it is 0, here 0 will be produced, and then that is all to the C I plus 4, that is the last carry, and this is how you are getting the carry out. And these are the details about the carry skip logic. Carry skip chain implementation. The carry skip adder is circuitry is implemented using this NMOS pass transistor logic. BP signal is given to this pass transistor. Whenever this is equal to 1, this transistor would be conducting, and directly this C in signal would be coming at this point. Now whenever BP is equal to 0, that time this would not be conducting, and that time this carry in will be propagating through this adder based on the values of the P0, P1, P2, P3 respectively. Now whenever if P0 is equal to 1, this carry would be coming here. If again P1 is equal to 1, this carry would be coming here. But supposing P1 is not equal to 1, if it is equal to 0, then that would be the generate or delete case. In that case this new carry will be generated, and then subsequently this new carry will be propagated, or new carry again will be generated at the P2 stage based on the signal P2, if it is 1 or if it is equal to 0. Based on that, either carry will be propagated or the new carry will be generated. Let us understand the worst case delay in case of this example, which is a 16-bit adder example, which is divided into 4 blocks. Each block is actually handling the 4 bits. This setup circuit is nothing but the circuit which is required for generation of the P and propagate and the generate signals. This is the carry propagation circuit, and this is the multiplexer circuit for this block, this multiplexer for the other block, and so forth. The worst case delay through this circuit is when this C0 is equal to 0 and the 0th bit of this block, when it produces a carry out bit of 1, and if we are using the ripple carry adders, then the worst case situation is where this bit emerges as a C4 is equal to 1. That means at this point you will be getting C4 is equal to 1, and then it skips the next segment. That means this segment is skipped, this segment is also skipped, and then it enters the final block at this point, and it actually ripples through all the adders of the final block. That is, it propagates through the bits 12 to the 15, and that is the worst case delay. And therefore it is shown here that the dotted pattern is shown here where it carries actually propagating. Here no dots means carry is actually skipped for these two adders, and then the carry is again propagating, that is shown here, and this block is shown because finally we are interested in finding out the sum, that is the sum till we get the final last bit sum. Okay, and this is also made dotted because there is a calculation involved and delay is involved in the calculation of the P0 and G0. So in summary, we can say that worst case delay is the carry is propagating through the first block, it is bypassed, it is bypassing the other next two blocks or all intermediate blocks, and it then propagates to through the last block and then the sum, and therefore we can calculate the T add, that is the total delay is nothing but the T setup, which is nothing but the time required for the calculation of the P0 and G0 plus B into T carry. What is B? B is the number of bits. So since it is propagating through the all bits, carry is propagating, so that is the B number of bits into the time required for carry to propagate through each bit plus N divided by B minus 2 into T skip. T skip? What is that? Is the T skip is the time required for the through this skipper circuit, carry skipper circuit. Now what is N? N is the total number of bits. So it is the 0 to 15, that is the 16 bit, divided by the B is the number of bits in each block, so that is the 4. So N 16 divided by 4 is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2. So that means these two blocks we are skipping. So this total is the 2, that is the time required for skipping is the T skip into how many such blocks we are skipping? We are skipping 2 blocks. If there are 4 blocks, then this figure would be the 5 minus 2, that is the 3 blocks, intermediate blocks, plus again the B into T carry, that is since the again carry is propagating through the last entire block right from bit 12 to the 15. So that is there, plus the T sum. We are not interested finally in finding out that carry, we are interested in finding out the final sum. Therefore this T sum is considered, and that is the total delay we are calculating, that is the worst case delay. Now you may have a doubt that the worst case delay probably comes to your mind that if it goes through the all blocks through as a propagation, then it would be a worst case delay, but that is not the case, because if in any between here, whenever you are skipping means what? You are considering that bits 4 to bit 11, actually you are getting P4 to P11 as a 111, and that is how you are skipping. But supposing P8 bit is 0, that means the carry would be generated that point or deleted at that point, and then the total path would be only this much path from B8 to this, and Actually, the worst case delay is calculated for the critical path, and critical path is nothing but the longest path, which is possible longest path which is to be considered. And therefore, if any bit in between, if it is 0, p is equal to 0, then the delay will be actually reduced, because from that onwards the delay would be calculated, and therefore these intermediate blocks are taken as a bypass, or the carry is keeping over to those blocks. So that is all about the carry skip adder. These are the reference books used for this presentation. And in the next session we will study carry select adder and carry save adder. Thank you.